Hello there and welcome back to class. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas holiday and New Year's Eve. Here in Denmark, it is finally winter and the sun has appeared after a long period of very, very dark and gloomy weather. So we now have a beautiful snowy landscape here. Although it's very cold outside, it still is beautiful and refreshing with all this light from the snow and the sun. So today we are going to learn some nouns about winter-themed nouns and New Year's themed nouns. Let's start with the New Year's themed ones. So I will put on my glasses. Grab yourselves a pencil and a piece of paper and let's write the nouns together. So the first one is Nytår, which means New Year, New Year. Yes, Nytår. 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 We will also write some sentences with these nouns. So, with Nytår, we will write Vi fejrer Nytår den 31. december. We celebrate New Year on the 31st of December. Yes. Vi fejrer, celebrate. Vi fejrer Nytår. Nytår, New Year, Nytår. Den 31. december. December. And I know that in English you say December 31st. Here we say it the other way around. 31. December. Yeah. Good. So, and remember, if you have any trouble seeing the words and the sentences here on the screen, everything will be in the description down below this video. So, Nytår, Nytår, New Year, New Year. Vi fejrer Nytår den 31. december. We celebrate New Year the 31st of December. Yes. Nytårsaften altid festlig. New Year's Eve is always festive. Festlig. Yeah. Nytårsaften. Nytårsaften. Nytår. Nytår. Nytårsaften. Evening. Aften. Nytårsaften altid festlig, festive, festlig, yeah. So I avoided writing New Year's Eve again, so I'll just write it here once. Yeah. Nytårsaften altid festlig. Nytårsaften er altid festlig. New Year's Eve is always festive. And it sure was. I hope that yours was too. Please write me down in the comments what you did for New Year's. Did you just stay home, or did you relax after a long Christmas season, or did you go to a party or have a party? I'd love to know your New Year's stories. So next word, midnat, midnight, 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 M-I-D-N-A-T, midnat. Yes. Klokken slår 12 ved midnat. The clock strikes 12 at midnight. Klokken. The clock. Klokken slår 12 ved at midnight. Midnight. Yes. Midnight. Yes. Midnight. Klokken slår 12 ved midnat. The clock strikes 12 at midnight. And champagne. Vi drikker champagne nytårsaften. We drink champagne on New Year's Eve. Vi drikker. We drink. Vi drikker champagne. Nytårsaften. Nytårsaften. Champagne. Vi drikker champagne nytårsaften. Vi drikker champagne nytårsaften. Vi spiser, first the word kransekage. I don't know if you know kransekage, where you're from. It is a very sweet cake made out of marzipan. And it's too sweet for me, but other than that, it's very nice. Kransekage. It's what we traditionally eat with the sweet champagne on New Year's Eve. Yeah. Kransekage. I actually like kransekage, but the ones that you buy are just so sweet. I ought to make my own recipe one day. Yeah, kransekage. Okay, kransekage. Vi spiser kransekage til nytår. We eat kransekage on New Year's Eve. Vi spiser Kransekage. Kransekage. Vi spiser kransekage. Nytårsaften. 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 Aften, ja. Der. Nytårsaften. Kransekage. Kransekage. Vi spiser kransekage nytårsaften. Vi spiser kransekage nytårsaften. Ja. Nytårstale. Nytårstale. The New Year's speech. Yes. We listen to the New Year's speech. Formerly it was the Queen's New Year's speech. Now it is the King's New Year's speech here in Denmark. So it is very obligatory, if that's what you call it, in English. Yeah. First let's write nytårstale. Nyt means new. Nyt means new. Nytår. År means year. Nytårstale. Tale. Nytårstale. Yeah. Actually, we watch the speech because it's on TV at 6 o'clock every New Year's Eve. You can hear the King's speech. Yes. And nytårstale. Vi ser kongens, the King's, kongens nytårstale. 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 Ja. Kongens nytårstale. Vi ser kongens nytårstale. 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 Vi ser kongens nytårstale. We watch the King's New Year's speech. Ja. Nytårstale. Yeah. And we'll just turn this paper and write on the opposite side. Good. And skål. Skål. It means cheers. Cheers. Skål. Skål. S-K-O. Skål. Vi siger skål klokken 12. Eller at midnight. Vi siger skål ved midnat. Ja. Vi siger skål. Skål. Ved midnat. Midnight. Midnight. Yeah. So here, skål, skål, skål. Vi siger skål ved midnat. Vi siger skål ved midnat. Cheers. We say cheers at midnight when we jump into the new year. And sometimes we jump down from a chair or a sofa to symbolize that we jump into the new year. Tell me in the comments if you have any special traditions of what you do when the clock strikes 12 on New Year's Eve. Maybe you have some interesting and special traditions where you're from. I would love to know. So, yes, and skål. Skål actually means a bowl. A bowl. And skål, soup, a bowl of soup, you can also say. Yeah. We have many words that mean different things here. So, next, Nytårsforsæt. Nytårsforsæt is New Year's resolution. A New Year's resolution. Yeah. Nytårsforsæt. 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 Fortsæt. Yeah. And what shall we write? Jeg har et nytårsforsæt. I have a New Year's resolution. Yeah. Jeg har et nytårsforsæt. Et nytårsforsæt. Fortsæt. Nytårsforsæt. Yeah. So many people do think it's great to set some new intentions and new goals when you start the new year. It's like a fresh start. Fresh start. Yeah. That's why I love New Year. Jeg har et nytårsforsæt. Jeg har et nytårsforsæt. Yeah. So let's move on to winter-themed nouns. Yes. First, very easy. Winter. Yeah. Only this is with a single V and no H. Winter. V-I-N-T-E-R. Winter. Vinteren er kold i Danmark. The winter is cold in Denmark. Vinteren. The winter. Vinteren. Vinteren. The winter. Vinteren er kold i Danmark. Yeah. Winter. Vinteren er kold i Danmark. Vinteren er kold i Danmark. Yeah, the winter is cold in Denmark. So, this is singular definite form of winter. Vinteren. Yeah. And sne. Snow. Sne. Der ligger sne på jorden. There's snow on the ground. Yeah? Or there lies snow on the ground. Yeah. Der ligger sne på jorden. Der ligger sne på jorden. And everything is covered in snow. bushes, the trees, the leaves, the ground. Very beautiful. And it seems like it's going to stay here for a while because it's freezing. So, enough chit chat. Sne, sne, snow. Der ligger sne på jorden. Der ligger sne på jorden. There lies snow on the ground. There is snow on the ground. And frost, 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 frost. F-R-O-S-T. Frost, frost. Same as English. Frost. Just pronounced frost, frost. Not frost, frost. Frost. Der er frost om morgenen. Der er frost all day. Frost. It's there's frost degrees outside. Yeah, let's write. Der er frostvejr. Let's just write frostvejr. Frosty weather. Frostvejr. Der er frostvejr. Frostvejr. Vejr. Vejr. V-E-J-R. Vejr. Ja. Der er frostvejr. They're just this all day. Ja. Der er frostvejr. Okay. Frost. 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 Der er frostvejr. Der er frostvejr. There is frosty weather. Udenfor. Udenfor. We can write udenfor. Outside. Udenfor. 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 Ja. Ja. Udenfor. Udenfor. Outside. Outside. Udenfor. Let's just make a question. No. Punctuation mark. Yes. Kulde. 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 Cold. Cold. Kulde. Kulde. Cold. Kulde. 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 Okay. Kulden bider i kinderne. Kulden bider i kinderne. The cold bites your cheeks. It does. It's so refreshing. Yeah, I was out for a very nice walk this weekend in the frosty weather. It was so beautiful. And it was so refreshing to feel the tingles of the frosty cold in your cheeks, in my cheeks. Wonderful. Kulden bider i kinderne. The cold bites your cheeks. Kulden. Again, singular definite form of kulde is kulden. Kulden bider, bider i kinderne. Kinderne. Definite plural form. Yeah. Kinderne. Of kinner, cheeks. Yeah. Kulde. Cold. Kulden bider i kinderne. Kulden bider i kinderne. The cold bites your cheeks. The cold bites your cheeks. There we have it. There, good. And halsteklæde, scarf, not headscarf, neck scarf, halstørklæde, ja, halstørklæde, neck warmer, neck scarf, hals, H-A-L-S, hals, tørklæde, scarf, halstørklæde, halstørklæde, yeah, and jeg tager et halstørklæde på. I put on my neck scarf. Jeg tager halstørklæde på. I put on a neck scarf. Jeg tager halstørklæde på. On. Jeg tager halstørklæde på. Ja, jeg tager halstørklæde på. Ja. And venter, mittens, venter, mittens. Mine vanter er dejlig varme. My mittens are nice and warm. Ja. Vanter. V-A-N-T-E-R. Vanter. Ja. Mine vanter. My mittens. Mine vanter. Er dejligt. Varme. Warm. Mine vanter er dejligt varme. My mittens are nice and warm. Vanter. Mittens, vanter. Mine vanter er dejligt varme. Ja. Hue. A beanie or a hat. Yeah. Hue. H-U-E. Hue. Jeg har hue på i kulden. I'm wearing a beanie or a hat in the cold. Yeah. Jeg har hue på i kulden. In the cold. I kulden. Ja. Kulden. Ja. Så hue. Hat or beanie. Jeg har hue på i kulden. Jeg har hue på i kulden. I am wearing a hat or a beanie in the cold. Weather. Yes. Støvler. Means boots. Støvler. Ja. Jeg går i varme vinterstøvler. Jeg går i varme vinterstøvler. I wear warm winter boots. Ja. Jeg går i varme vinterstøvler. Ja. Winter boots. Vinterstøvler. And if you are visiting Denmark this season, I will recommend that you get some very good boots that are not slippery, because everything is frosty and slippery outside, so you really need some good and solid boots. Yeah. So, støvler, vinterstøvler. Jeg går i varme vinterstøvler. I wear warm winter boots with a good furry interior. Yeah. Okay. Mørke. Yeah, mørke means dark. Mørke. Or mørk means dark. Mørke. Darkness. Mørke. Darkness. Yeah. Mørket falder tidligt på denne tid af året. The darkness falls early this time of year. Yeah. Mørket. The darkness. Mørket falder. Falls. Mørket falder tidligt. På denne tid. Let's just write that. Yeah. Mørk. Or mørke. Darkness. The darkness falls early this time of year. Mørket falder tidligt på denne tid af året. Og på denne tid, at this time. Yeah, about 4 o'clock, pretty much. Around there. But it gets brighter and brighter every day after the winter solstice on the 22nd of December. Yes, and actually, that is what we here in Denmark celebrated at Christmas time before Christianity came to Denmark in the 900s. Yeah, in the 900s. Okay, so and that's why we still call it Jul, which is what we celebrated back then. Okay, the returning of the light and survival from the darkest period of the year. Okay, so, and the returning of the light, of course. I already said that, okay. So, next, lys, light, or candles. Yeah. Lys, stearinlys, candles. Let's just write lys. We make it simple. Let's make it simple. Lys. L-Y-S. Lys. Yes, lys. Vi tænder lys i vintermørket. We light candles we light candles in the winter darkness. Vi tænder lys. Vi tænder lys. Vi tænder lys. I vintermørket. I vintermørket. Yes. Lys, lys. Vi tænder lys i vintermørket. We light candles in the winter darkness. Stearinlys is actually candles, but it's a very long word. Yeah. Okay, so let's turn this page and write a few more. We have a little more time left, so. Hygge, hygge, hygge. Coziness. Yeah. Hygge, hygge. Vinteren er fuld af hygge. The winter is full of coziness. Hygge. Ja. Vinteren. Vinteren er fuld. Ja, fuld af hygge. Af hygge. Ja. Hygge, hygge. Vinteren er fuld af hygge. Vinteren er fuld af hygge. The winter is full of coziness. Yeah, we sit inside, we drink tea, and we eat cake and smørbrød, and we light the fireplace if we have one. And we knit sweaters, some of us. Yeah. It has its charm, winter. It sure does. And let's see. What more? Varm kakao. Yeah. Hot chocolate. Or cacao. Yeah. Varm kakao. Varm kakao. Ja. Vi drikker varm kakao. Vi drikker varm kakao. We drink hot cacao. Vi drikker varm kakao. Vi drikker varm kakao. Varm kakao. Vi drikker varm kakao. We can say varm chokolade. We can say hot or varm kakao. Yeah, hot chocolate. Varm chokolade. Hot cacao. Varm kakao. With cream. Yeah, so good. So good. And tippe. A blanket. Tippe. Ja. Jeg pakker mig ind i varme tæpper. I wrap myself in warm blankets. Jeg pakker I wrap myself. Jeg pakker mig selv, myself, mig selv, ind, in, varme, warm, varme, tæpper, 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 plural form of blankets. Ja, tæpper, tæppe, tæppe, et tæppe, et tæppe, et tæppe, et tæppe. Many tæpper, mange tæpper. Ja. Så tæppe. Jeg pakker mig ind i varme tæpper. I wrap myself in warm blankets. Warm blankets. Yeah. Many of them I've made myself. I used to crochet a lot. Yeah. And pies, pies, fireplace, pies, pies. P-E-J-S, pies, pies, fireplace. Jeg har tændt op i pejsen. I have lighted up the fireplace or turned on the fireplace. Yeah. Jeg har tændt op i pejsen. Jeg har tændt op i pejsen. I have lighted up the fireplace or turned on the fireplace. Yeah. Pejs, pejs, pejs. Fireplace. Jeg har tændt op i pejsen. Jeg har tændt op i pejsen. I have lighted up the fireplace. Turned on the fireplace. Whichever one is more correct. Yeah. And you can correct me if I say something wrong here. Okay. Der er stilhed, stilhed. Stillness, stilhed, stilhed. Ja. Stilhed, stilhed. Der er stilhed i vinteren. There is stillness in the winter. Yeah. We have a saying here that there is nothing in the world as quiet as snow. And that's true. It is so quiet outside. When the snow has fallen, it's like a blanket that just takes away all sounds. Probably kills a lot of animal life too. The birds don't sing so much. Yeah, stillhed. Der er stilhed. Stilhed. Stillness, stilhed om vinteren. Ja. And vinterjakke, vinterjakke. Winter jackets, winter jackets. Vinterjakke, vinterjakke. Ja. Vinterjakke. 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 Jakke, jackets. Vinterjakke. Ja. Vinterjakke, vinterjakke. And let's write a small sentence about a vinterjakke, a winter jacket. Vinterjakke. Okay. No, so there. Good. And vinterjakke. Jeg har købt en varm vinterjakke. I have bought a warm winter jacket. Ja, jeg har købt en varm vinterjakke. En varm vinterjakke. Jeg har købt en varm vinterjakke. Ja, varm vinterjakke. And vinteren bringer ro. Vinter. Haven't we have ro. Let's write that. Calm. Ro means calm. Vinteren bringer ro. The winter brings calm. Ja. Vinteren bringer ro. Ja. Ro. Calm. Ja. Ro. Vinteren bringer ro. The winter brings calm. Yes. It does. And what more? One more. Let's take one more. Jeg laver suppe hver dag. I make soup every day. Ja, suppe. Suppe. S-U-P-P-E. Suppe. Jeg laver suppe hver dag. Ja. Suppe. Jeg laver suppe hver dag. I make soup every day. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What more? One more. Can we think of one more? I can't. So that's it. Let's end the lesson here. And let's meet again next Tuesday for the next lesson. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you very soon.